The Monaco Grand Prix was the second race of the 1950 Formula One Championship, making its return on the calendar after a one-year stop following the death of the city-state's Prince Louis II in 1949. The following year, the Grand Prix circus was back to the Principality following Prince Rainier III's invitation. The last race held in the Principality in 1948 had been won by Nino Farina on Maserati, and after the win in the opening race of the season in Silverstone, he was the favourite for the 1950 edition as well, driving for Alfa Romeo. One Monegasque driver took part in the race, Louis Chiron, who finished second behind Farina at the last Formula One race held in Monaco in 1948. After having withdrawn from the opening race in Silverstone due to the limited prize money for the British Grand Prix, Ferrari made their Formula One debut on the streets of Monte Carlo. Following the Alfa Romeo's domination at the previous race, Ferrari responded by entering three cars for the race, driven by Alberto Ascari, Luigi Villoresi and Raymond Sommer. Despite having missed the opening race, Ferrari were still believed to be the only team able to fight against the Alphas. Qualifying took place over two sessions on two different days. However, some teams were caught unaware by the event organizers' decision, especially Ferrari, who hadn't planned to arrive in Monaco until the qualifying session on Saturday. Moreover, it was decided that the top 5 spots on the grid were going to be assigned on the first session, meaning that the Ferrari drivers were not able to challenge for a place in the first 5 grid positions. This gave Alfa Romeo and the other teams a huge advantage. The Alphas took full advantage of the situation, and Argentine Juan Manuel Fangio put his car in pole position with a time of 1 minute, 50 seconds and 2 tenths, 2.6 seconds ahead of his teammate Nino Farina. The last Alfa, driven by Luigi Fagioli, set a time good only for P5, whereas José Froilán González put his Maserati in P3. When Ferrari finally arrived at the track for the second qualifying session on Saturday, they managed to run competitive times. Villoresi's time of 1 minute 52.3 seconds would have been good enough for P2, and Ascari's time, 1.5 seconds lower than his teammate, would have put him in P5 on the starting grid. However, having missed the first qualifying session on Friday meant that Villoresi and Ascari would start from P6 and P7 respectively, whereas local hero Louis Chiron put in a strong lap time that put his Maserati in P8. On lap 1, Farina and teammate Fangio exchanged the lead twice in the space of a few corners, with the Argentine driver eventually reclaiming the lead. Later in the lap, a large wave from the harbour flooded the racetrack in the Tabac corner, and Nino Farina ended up spinning and crashing into the wall and bouncing back onto the racing line. 8 more drivers were caught out by the water on track and crashed out of the race in a chain reaction of collisions. José González damaged his Maserati in the pileup, but was able to continue the race. However, he had to retire the following lap when he crashed again and his car burst into flames. González managed to escape the flames with second-degree burns to his arms. Half of the field was wiped out of the race, and only 9 cars survived the lap 1 drama. Fangio's lead was never really under threat, not even when Villoresi closed down on the leader until his retirement on lap 63. Following a duel with his Ferrari teammate Villoresi, Alberto Ascari managed to keep second place all the way to the checker flag, a lap down behind race winner Juan Manuel Fangio. The Argentine driver started the race from pole, led every lap of the race and set the fastest time, securing the first Grand Chelem in Formula One history. Local hero Louis Chiron completed the podium, making him the first and only Monegasque driver to score points in Formula One, until Charles Leclerc scored points for Sauber at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in 2018. 68 years later. The win in Monaco allowed Fangio to draw level with his teammate Farina in the championship standings,